published, 1458 EDT, the 18th of June 2018, updated, 224 EDT, the 19th of June 2018. England fans took to the streets to raucously celebrate into the night after their side beat Tunisia in their first World Cup match, which saw an enthusiastic reveller thrown off a car he had clambered onto. Hundreds of overexcited fans brought Plymouth city centre to a standstill as they celebrated England's 2-1 victory. A number of jubilant supporters were filmed trying to clamber onto the bonnet of a car as it tried to push its way through the crowds there on Monday evening. With one fan dressed in a red England shirt, clinging onto the bonnet, the car is seen speeding up, then braking suddenly, throwing the man off and into the middle of the street. The fall doesn't appear to have caused him any injury as he is seen jumping up quickly to rejoin the crowd. Another video filmed in Birmingham showed raucous fans bringing traffic to a standstill as they celebrated England's win in the streets. Did England win the World Cup already? The video's poster wrote alongside the clip, which shows a bus unable to move due to the throng of fans. One overexcited England fan was filmed on the bonnet of a car as it tried to push its way through the crowds in Plymouth on Monday evening before the vehicle braked and threw him off. Only 2,000 fans travelled to the Russian city of Volgograd for Monday night's clash, including the wives and girlfriends of the England squad. But those who stayed at home downed tools early to get a good viewing spot for the game on BBC One. Pubs and beer gardens across the country were packed out with loyal fans who turned out to enjoy the sunshine and cheer on the Three Lions as their World Cup campaign got underway. Experts estimated Britons would drink 14 million extra pints on Monday night, with the British Beer and Pub Association estimating it will bring a £42 million boost to the economy. Bridget Simmons, Chief Executive of the British Beer and Pub Association, BBPA, said, "We've been helped by the very convenient kick-off time. We predict that many more people will go to the pub because they might not make it home in time for the game. Pubs are the best place to watch football anyway, and lots of places which don't normally show it will be making special arrangements for the World Cup." Another video, filmed in Birmingham, also showed overexcited fans bringing traffic to a standstill as they celebrated England's win in the streets. Did England win the World Cup already? The video's poster wrote alongside the clip, which shows a bus unable to move due to the throng of fans. A number of jubilant supporters were filmed trying to clamber onto the bonnet of a car as it tried to push its way through the crowds there on Monday evening. With one fan dressed in a red England shirt, clinging onto the bonnet, the car is seen speeding up, then braking suddenly, throwing the man off and into the middle of the street. England fans on board the Bud boat on the South Bank in London celebrate after Harry Kane's opening goal against Tunisia. The excitement was palpable after England's goal at Flatiron Square in London. Overexcited England supporters celebrate Harry Kane's winning goal at the Lord Raglan pub in London. Jubilant fans celebrate England's 2-1 victory against Tunisia at the Lord Raglan pub in central London on Monday night. Punters were seen shouting and jumping in the air with their pints in their hands after the 11th minute goal by England captain Harry Kane. When Tunisia equalised in the 35th minute, fans were left with their head in their hands. England looked as though they would to missed chances from Raheem Sterling, Jesse Lingard and John Stones in their first half as they struggled to break down their opponents after the break. As frustrations grew in the second 45 minutes, with players forced to fend off flies in hot conditions, some England fans turned their ire on the referee for apparently ignoring fouls on Kane. But just when it looked like the Three Lions were going to extend their disappointing run in World Cup tournaments, Kane stooped at the far post to head home in the 91st minute. England captain Harry Kane celebrates after he scored England's win against Tunisia in their opening World Cup fixture. England's football team celebrate after scoring their winning goal against Tunisia in the 91st minute. England manager Gareth Southgate celebrates after Harry Kane's late winner gave his side victory over Tunisia on Monday. England legend Paul Gascoigne was spotted at an outdoor screening in Newcastle this evening. Experts estimate Britons will drink 14 million million extra pints over the game as fans pack into pubs to watch the game. Football fans in Millennium Square, Leeds, show their delight after Harry Kane's second goal gave England the 3 points. England fans in Newcastle looked ecstatic after Harry Kane managed to score a second goal, leading England to victory. England fans celebrate their late winner against Tunisia as they watch the Group G match at Ashton Gate Stadium in Bristol. In the first minute of injury time, Kane headed in from close range to give England all 3 points after Harry Maguire had flicked on Kieran Trippier's corner kick. He captained a young side containing 9 World Cup debutants as Gareth Southgate's men kicked off their 2018 campaign 4 years after the disappointment of an early exit in Brazil. England fell at the first hurdle at the 2014 World Cup, going out in the group stage after defeats to Italy and Uruguay, before they were humiliated by Iceland in the first knockout round at Euro 2016. England fan Dan Howell, 26, of Birmingham whooped with joy and said, "Harry Kane is the Lord of the Flies. There were so many midges flying about and they were as annoying as the Tunisian players who almost got a draw. We missed so many chances and it looked like it wasn't going to be our night at stages. But Harry led his team as captains should, and thanks to that second goal by him we got the 3 points. Swarms of flies and pesky midges caused havoc before and during the game and players had to swat them away before turning to anti-insect lotions." A helicopter had been used in the days before the match to unleash massive bursts of anti-fly chemicals. England players sprayed themselves with insect repellent called Jungle Formula '. England will return to action on Sunday when they play Panama, who lost 3-0 to Belgium in the other match in Group G's opening round of fixtures on Monday. Kane declared his arrival on soccer's biggest stage when he scored twice as his team launched their World Cup campaign on Monday, mindful of Ronaldo's hat-trick for Portugal against Spain on Friday and doubles for Spaniard Diego Costa, also in that match, and Belgium's Romelu Lukaku. Kane is the first England player to score twice in a World Cup game since Gary Lineker in 1990. Southgate labelled him a top striker and said he knew the pressure the Tottenham Hotspur striker was under to deliver, having failed to score at Euro 2016. For him, "I am personally delighted, but I know the pride he will feel in leading his country to victory tonight will be the biggest for him," said Southgate. Tunisia coach Nabil Maoul said Kane was the difference between the two teams. "It was him who was always there at the right time. He is the optimal striker," he said. "The spaces that were created by Kane were very scary to us." Kane said he was proud of England's battling performance but did not think Tunisia should have been awarded the penalty that led to their equaliser. He said, "It's massive. I'm so proud of the lads. I thought we played really well, especially in the first half, and deserved to be ahead. We could have scored a few more, and then obviously, I've not seen the penalty back, but from my point of view it didn't look like one." Manager Southgate believed England deserved their victory, saying, "The way we kept playing, even though the clock was running down, we stayed patient. We didn't just throw the ball in the box. We waited for good opportunities and I think we deserved the win. We made so many clear-cut chances, especially in the first half, were in total control of the game in the second half. We were strong on set plays all night and I'm really pleased. I thought even if we'd drawn the game, which I know would have made life more difficult for us, I'd have been proud of the performance." England fans on board the Bud boat on London's South Bank looked delighted after the last-minute win. England fan Laura Smith wore face paint as she watched the match on a big screen in Millennium Square in Leeds. England fans wearing flags screamed and shouted in Millennium Square in Leeds after Harry Kane scored. One fan ripped off his shirt in delight as he celebrated England's win against Tunisia. Football fans on the Bud boat in London prepare to watch England's opening World Cup match. England fans across the nation tweeted their support for the Three Lions with this family posing in their England shirts. One fan, Richard Clay, had decorated his garden with England fans in preparation for the game. Some England fans dressed up at English nights to show their support for the Three Lions. Former England striker Wayne Rooney wrote, Can't wait for kick-off. Latter former England striker Alan Shearer paid tribute to Kane on BBC's live coverage, saying, "That's why Gareth Southgate named him captain. When the manager is looking for someone to do something, you want the captain to do something." Fellow pundit and former Chelsea star Frank Lampard was relieved to see the Three Lions get off to a winning start, saying, "Only for the chances we missed in the first half, we would have won this game before half-time. They kept going and nobody can say they didn't deserve the win. It would have been so difficult for them if they didn't get the win." Meanwhile, fans on Twitter shared their support for the England squad with various hashtags including #footballscoming home and #3lions. One fan said, "Work done. Got my beers for this evening. Can't believe I think we are gonna win the World Cup. Football's coming home." A host of ex-England stars also shared their support for the Three Lions on social media. Record goal scorer Wayne Rooney tweeted his support saying, "Can't wait for kick-off later and cheering the lads on. Good luck England." David Beckham posted a picture on Instagram of him with Harry Kane. England fans get ready to watch their side take on Tunisia in their opening World Cup match. Fans were stood on tables as they celebrated Harry Kane's first goal at the Beer Keller bar in Manchester. Fans raised their glasses on the boat in central London before the opening England game. Fans were spotted celebrating and standing on tables at a Beer Keller in Liverpool after England scored. England fans celebrated loudly after Harry Kane scored a winning goal at Flatiron Square in London. England manager Gareth Southgate has paid tribute to the fans, saying, "There's been a lot of stories leading into the tournament that have put people off coming. We're really grateful for the people who are travelling. It's a huge lift for us to see England fans in the stadium." David Beckham posted a snap of him standing with Harry Kane as a youngster and wrote, "Congratulations to Harry on leading England into this World Cup and good luck to Gareth and the rest of the lads." And Rio Ferdinand, a pundit for the BBC in Russia, wrote, "Come on England." Meanwhile, Tunisian fans headed to Roman Amphitheatre of El Jem in southern Tunisia to watch the Group G clash. Hundreds of Tunisian fans packed out a Roman Amphitheatre in southern Tunisia to watch their country face England. Tunisian fans waved their nation's flag as they watched Tunisia play England on a giant screen at the Roman Amphitheatre of El Jem in southern Tunisia. These fans donned England flags as they watched the game in Millennium Square in Leeds. These fans looked euphoric as they watched the game against Tunisia at Mooch Bar in Birmingham. Fans were left to watch in despair after Tunisia equalised in the 35th minute. Hollyoaks cast members and fans react as Raheem Sterling misses a clear chance from the Beer Keller in Liverpool city centre. One fan at an outside screening in Newcastle donned a pair of England shutter glasses and draped a flag over his shoulders. Fans in Newcastle watched on in despair as Tunisia equalised. The game so far has been a mixture of emotions for England fans, from jubilant to disappointment.